Hello, everyone. I'm going to see who's going to log on. Welcome. This is Truthful Tuesday with Amatullah. Yes, that's me. I'm your host. So, as I'm waiting for the tribe to join on in, I am going to speak to my truth as a woman of color in America. Right now, there's a lot that's changing. It's been changing, but if you're paying a little bit of attention, you can definitely see that there are a lot of changes happening. So I just wanted to come on and speak to my truths as a woman of color, a black woman, a brown woman, an African American woman, Native American woman. Like, there's different layers to me just being a brown woman here in America. So, first, I would like to get into my experience thus far. Definitely, as I am maturing, I'm definitely paying more attention. And the longer that you're here to experience life, your experiences will change. So I wasn't concerned when I was younger with how things were going, and I think now I am, because I am just older and more aware. What I'm choosing to focus on has also changed. So in the climate that we're in now, with me being a woman of color in America, and everything that is being so blatantly, outright, unapologetically changed, unraveled, implemented, for me, it doesn't make me feel welcomed. And I never thought, in this lifetime, that a woman's right to an abortion would be not hers. And when that happened, it did shake me, because that has been something that I grew up hearing, the fight to get that right, and then to have it changed and taken away. It definitely shook me, and I felt like, whoa, they're really, really implementing things that are not going to benefit women, population, choice. So that was the first real life wake up call to me personally. So with everything that's going on, with the Supreme Court giving immunity to the president for things that the president can do, there's just no filter anymore. And I feel like there hasn't been a filter for a very long time, if you're paying attention. But with this move, and all of the players have been strategically placed, within the Supreme Court over the years for this to happen. So, of course, that has me feeling, uneasy. And why I don't pay so much attention is because it really makes me feel like, what can I really do when they're implementing laws like this? So sometimes I will feel defeated, and I don't like feeling like that. So I'll go back to my bubble of what I can control. That was the latest big whoa. But there have been so many other things that have been dismantled, and rights that have been taken away, and laws that have been implemented to affect juveniles that may have disciplinary issues in school, they've harshened suspensions and expulsions and things of that nature throughout the U.S. in different states. So reading and verifying what's going on in your state is really key. We just had it was like 180 laws that were passed the beginning of this month in Florida. I haven't gotten through all of the list yet, but I will, and I've been tapping in, and I really started to tap in because I learned that chaplains will be allowed into the public schools. And I know that this is a big deal because everyone feels how they feel when it comes to their religion or their spirituality or how they connect with Source, the Most High, Allah, God, Jehovah, whatever name and title you connect with, that is great for you. But when it comes to our children, I think us as parents should really have that say so in that area, unless it's gonna be a broad connection, not just a narrow one, just from the Christian religion, because there's so many different ones. But it's not just limited to the Christian chaplains. It's not. I read there's an article. There's also oh my goodness, I don't want to say the wrong name, and I did not write it down. But there is a church, they're recognized as a church, they get rights off and everything. And it's a satanic church where they, praise and give acknowledgments to Satan. And they can also have chaplains come into the schools as well. So this is not how the law has been intended to unfold, but these are some people's intentions that see, oh, we can get in this way to the children. So I learned all about that, and then I read about it, so I got further insight, and that is what I would encourage all of you to do, is to read, to see what is really going on in the times that we're in, so you're not, unaware. Because there are some laws that can help you. There was also one that I came across where if you are pregnant, if you're pregnant women can be excused from jury duty if you are pregnant within the 6-month period of your show up date. So that's a new law also. Veterans Week has been extended to Veterans Month. So we're going to see how else the veterans can be helped. So there's so many different laws and there's so many different things going on right now that you and I just have to continue to read and verify. I cannot say that enough, because there's so much happening with technology and AI, and you don't know exactly what's real if you see and hear it. Sometimes you go a little deeper and you read, you'll get something that's concrete. So, let me see. Another truth of me being a woman of color in America. All right. I don't like saying black, because black is a color. I did a little deeper digging into Islamism and how important it is to have a connection to a culture and a flag and land that is yours. With me growing up and being raised here, that is not a connection that I have strongly. So growing up in school, I would also go to school with some Haitian children, and they would say, "I am not black." And I'd be like, "What do you mean you're not black? You black?" "No, I'm not." I was like, "What are they talking about? Of course they're black. We're the same color. We're the same complexion." But it goes deeper than that, because of the tie they have to their culture, to their land, to their flag. It instills a different pride. Same with Jamaicans and all these other brown, beautiful brown people that have connections to their culture and their land. So for me, I am doing a deeper dig into my culture and seeing like what land did I really come from. I'll give you an example. My grand aunt, Virginia, love her so much. We've been talking a lot more, and I was trying to record a few of our conversations, but I wasn't able to do that. She gave me some insight into her dad's, which is my great-grandfather. His mother, she was full Cherokee. And I was like, Auntie, why we never, spoke about that or learned about that or kept that connection? And she says, it never was brought up that way. Her, when she saw her grandmother with her beautiful, long, braided black hair and, her olive complexion, that was just grandma. And talking to her has given me more insight into my culture, my roots, more of the greatness that I come from. So I would also encourage more of us to do that, because that has helped me during these times when it seems like there's so many things to divide the love that I have for where I have been born and raised. And I don't like that feeling. So what I'm doing is I'm digging a little deeper into my family roots to see more of my connections here on this American soil. So that has really helped me in this time. So I would also like to speak to the coming together in these times. No matter what your complexion is, we need to do that, but we also need to do that deeper than just gathering together. Lots of times, being a woman of color, a person of color, we are looking for equality. We've been looking for it to happen for so long, and it's not there. So what can we put there? We can put equity there. Because with equity, you don't have to worry about anyone giving you equality. You can come to the table with what you have and stand on what you have as far as equity, whether it is, it comes with ownership. And that comes from land, real estate, businesses, and teaching one, reaching one. But everyone may not want to go on that same journey. But you can talk to others and find people that have the same wants, and come together and move in small units. I think sometimes, being a person of color, we want a big swarm, which would be wonderful. But there have been so many intentional things implemented mentally to Black and brown people here that hinders that from happening as we may see it in other cultures. So it's not about the size, it's about the quality of the group that you can have, and just moving, together in these times. So I wanted to bring that point out, because that is something that when I heard that, it was actually Pharrell Williams that said that. Stop looking for equality and make equity, and that hit me. So, got to get our business in order. You got to get your business in order, whatever that may look to for you. For me, getting my business in order is for me to have my passport and my children to have their passport as well. I have not followed through with the whole process yet. And it's like, what are you waiting on, La? I can't even speak to that, but I know I'm not waiting any longer. So what also gives me helps me pull in light in these times with everything that I'm seeing unapologetically happening with the structure of America is an option to have another experience somewhere else. Maybe not full time. I would love to be a dual citizen. That is another goal. So America's not the only option. And when you have options and you have resources, you can move better. And that gives me a brighter outlook. So whatever you need to do to keep your mental going right now in a positive direction, you do that. And me being a woman of color here in America, I have to do that constantly. There are too many reminders, and this is why I love to stay in my bubble. But I had to come out and talk about this right now because it is what's going on, and it's what's happening, you know, right now, and that's, you know, part of my truth of how I feel in these times. So my goal is to make my mark with equity and taking my business, which now I am doing things a bit differently, but I am focusing on the products, the hair care products, EsteemByLaLa, the clip-ins, which will be officially launching soon, and my services, and just getting my business in order so I can move more freely in this world, not just in America, in this world. So, yeah, I really had a difficult time preparing for this particular Truthful Tuesday because I was trying to just go through my usual questions that I'll answer, you know, freely, or that I'll ask a guest, and it just didn't flow together the way it usually did. So I'm just speaking. I have a few notes, but I'm really just speaking from my head and my heart. I would just encourage everyone to read, still love cures everything, and just know what's happening, even if it makes you feel upset, even if it makes you feel uneasy, discouraged, whatever. You need to be in the know of what's going on where you're living, especially, and then yes, in America as well. But I'm definitely starting with what's happening right here in Florida, going over those 180 laws one by one. Oh yeah, there's another one. Releasing balloons into the atmosphere. Well, now it'll be charged as littering. So no more releasing balloons in the atmosphere, which is better, you know, for the environment. But there are a few exceptions in there. But if you go and read about the 180 laws, you'll see what the exceptions are. So that is that's really how I'm just dealing with things and how they're going right now. As far as, you know, with politics, you can only control what you can't control, and the media can definitely have you in your feelings and keeping them stirred up and riled up. And if that is not working for you, then turn it off. Turn it off, and do some reading so you can see what's going on. Because when you do that, you can intake the information at your own pace, and you have a bit more control of what you're letting in. So that also helps me. Yes. So I don't know what else I have to really talk about this topic. Being a woman of color in America. You know, there was something that I touched on that I didn't go deeper into, is why I don't like just the label black or black woman, because it refers to a color. With me just saying that I'm a black woman here, What does it really tie me to? And me saying that I'm an American, it kind of limits what I am tied to, because I'm deeper than just that. So this is why I choose to say woman of color, or brown lady, brown people, black and brown, whatever you feel comfortable with. But as I've dug deeper into what I really identify with and what I feel connected to, I'm still on that journey. But it's not just calling myself just black. It's much deeper than that. It's broader than that. And that was given to us. Oh, let's call those set of people, they're black. And the power that we possess being brown people, people of color, we have been intentionally disconnected from that story. So we have to dig deeper to pull together that story for us. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it to share with my children. And it definitely keeps me feeling more positive in these times, instead of just accepting what they want to give us and how they want to give us. You know, I can't control that, but I can control what I allow in and what I focus on. So that's really how I'm handling it. But you need to, you know, be in the know. And knowledge is power. And that comes on all levels. It comes with laws, politics, health, business. So just keeping yourself filled up. This is what I do, and I tell myself also. I don't be preaching to y'all. I talk to myself just like this. To stay tapped in and keeping myself knowledgeable, because knowledge is power. And reading. All right, guys. So I feel really good about this Truthful Tuesday. I hope I wasn't too much all over the place. Oh, thank you so much, Dana. Thank you so much for saying that you love my hair. It is really nice. And I need to speak more, you know, to my hair, the wigs, the styling, and the color. But I definitely will. But thank you. So, my truth as a woman of color in America is, even though there are so many stories to have me feeling less than, unworthy, having to struggle, blah, 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 I don't subscribe to them. And I would suggest you do the same. You have to be intentional about pulling the light in and what you want to hear and what you want to see. So, yeah, that's it. I want to thank everyone for your time, your attention. I'm going to see if I can have a guest come on and give some more insight on their experience, because we all have different experiences in our lives. And right now, with everything that's going on, I do like to hear different perspectives from people just in conversation. But really, in this climate, what I hear most is that everyone is trying to level up. Well, at least the people that I tap into. And this is the time to level up, because with doing that, you're going to create more options for yourself. Which options and money, I mean, because you need money. Money is a tool. It's a tool to make things happen. It's a way for you to act on an option that you have. So leveling up on so many different levels, like personally and business-wise, is only going to help. And we can do it together for the ones that see the same vision as you. So I'm going to go now because I feel like I'm rambling. But it's been real. I will see you next Tuesday. I'm Amatullah. Thank you for tuning in to this Truthful Tuesdays. I love you, and I love me too. Peace.